Welcome to another one of my night chats. It is currently 11:07 p.m. and I'm filming this from Vietnam. In this little night chat, I want to discuss why I make YouTube videos and why I make YouTube videos and how it sort of helps keep me sane. One of the reasons I've been making videos for 6 years and I still continue to make videos is that it's just a format that works very, very well for me. Being someone who is a perfectionist and often self-censors myself when I write or when I have to when I work on something and have the flexibility to edit it and read it and edit at the same time, I chronically try to fix things when I express myself in other ways that are able to be edited on the spot as I'm trying to write. Whereas with videos like this, I don't edit as I film. I'm not filming this right now and editing at the same time, simultaneously. And that allows things from my subconscious to come out a lot more naturally. It allows my subconscious to be vomited out without me self-censoring myself, because I might think this isn't good enough, you should delete this, you should cancel this because it doesn't sound good, blah, 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 blah. I don't edit and speak on camera at the same time. And video format and being very raw on camera like this, without any pre-planned script, allows me to get all my thoughts out get all my thoughts out in a very natural way where I don't self-sabotage my own creative expression process through the perfectionism, trying to be perfect, trying to make everything sound good while I'm expressing myself. It allows me to express myself and separate that from the editing side. Whereas other things, such as when I sit down and try to journal on my notebook, it just doesn't work the same way because I overthink things, and I have the space to overthink things because I can think of stuff before I consciously be like, okay, write this thing. There have been a few times where I've written down stuff that come out of my subconscious and it's just perfection master chef. But most of the time when I try to write, it's just me self-sabotaging myself in my brain by overthinking things and not just letting myself write naturally. Whereas in videos, it's harder to stop myself because I talk faster than I write. And it is through this expression that I declutter my brain. When my brain has a thought, it has processed ideas, and I don't get it out, I just walk around with this giant load. And the more content, the more thoughts I have in my own head that I do not get out in some shape, way, or form that satisfies my brain, I will just be carrying this load around forever, and it will just weigh me down. It will start impairing my daily functioning. I'll have less space for other things. I'll have less space to think because I just keep feeling weighed down by this heavy load that is the thoughts and ideas from my subconscious that are yet to be released. And the other reason I realized yesterday why I keep making videos besides the first point I mentioned is that it's quite easy for me. It links to the first point, but it's sort of like an extra thing. It works really well for me because I don't think too hard. I don't think at all. I just turn on my camera, I connect my mic, and then I just go. I don't think. the only thing I think about is the topic for the subject. Like for this video, I thought, oh, I want to talk about why I make videos and why I create, and that's it. And then I just run with the idea, and it just comes out so naturally. It's like if when we walk, right, we don't think about it. When we learn how to ride a bike and we ride a bike, we don't think about it. When we become experienced in driving a car, we don't think about it. We don't think, oh my God, I need to do this. It just like happens very innately. It's like second nature. And that's exactly how it feels with YouTube videos for me. I don't think. I just say stuff, and then when I edited it back and I actually listen to it and process it consciously, it just all makes sense to me, and then it just becomes a video. I don't know if it's an autistic brain thing or whether it's just my brain thing, but I think it's a very cool talent. I think it's a very cool talent to have, because I don't think the ability to just turn on the camera and just speak about a topic like this on the spot and vomit out a certain amount of content comes naturally to people. And it's something I value about my brain, whether it's like autistic related or not. It's something I very much value, because it doesn't feel like work. I'm like looking at, and it's also a way for me to look after myself and my mental health and my like sensory needs. It's very easy, I don't think, but there are so many like benefits that come out of it, such as decreased stress, decluttering my mind. I don't have to carry around such a heavy mental load from all of this information that is dying to like be captured outside of my head. I share stories, I share experiences, I with like all of you watching and like the world. I do that without a lot of effort. I do that with minimal effort, and it's just wild. It's honestly wild to just like realize how naturally making videos is for me, and like talking on camera without writing a script. I have tried writing scripts for podcasting before. When me and my friend first started podcasting in 2020, when COVID hit and lockdowns began, we started the first few episodes by scripting the whole thing, because we were afraid of not knowing what to say, being stuck. And when we wrote the script and tried to sort of regurgitate it word for word, it didn't feel very natural. It didn't flow very well. It wasn't very articulate. It wasn't very eloquent. But once we started like having conversations that are unscripted and just having an idea and just bouncing off that, it worked a lot more naturally than if we were trying to like regurgitate a script that we wrote beforehand. Yeah. Honestly, if I didn't have the outlet of making videos, I would just not function. I would not function very well, because I would have all these thoughts and have no way to get it out like naturally. Journaling doesn't work very well for me. Like writing, like journaling in the form of like sitting there and writing the diary, or like a date and then just like journaling, it does not work for me very well. It does not work very well for me. It takes up a lot of mental energy, and I overthink things. So I don't really, I self-filter what I write out. So I don't really express my deepest subconscious thoughts in a very natural way. And that's why it doesn't work very well for me. But video journaling like this, like vlogs, have been a mental, emotional, everything savior for me ever since I started. Also writing blogs, but more so videos. yeah, it really keeps me sane. It keeps me sane. And maybe all of you, maybe, I don't know if it might, I mean, if you're an overthinker like me, you might want to start vlogging or like recording voice messages of your own thoughts. Don't necessarily have to post it, but if you have a lot of things on your mind and you find that writing, like written journaling, doesn't really work for you, you might want to give video journaling a go, or like voice journaling where you just like record yourself talk on like a voice memos app or something. Again, you don't necessarily have to post it if you don't want to. If you're not comfortable posting it, you can just do it for yourself. Just, you don't even necessarily have to listen to it. You can just like record it and just like keep it there. Because either way, whether you post it or not, whether you share it with the world or not, you've achieved the goal of letting the thoughts out of your head. You've let it out of your head. You've lightened the load in your mind. And that's a win. That's a massive win. Because our brains can only hold so much. And if we don't declutter, we don't have much room for other things, like other mental things we want to like process, or emotional load. We don't clear the space, we have less space for other things that might require a big load. So yeah, try it. Just try it. If you, yeah, try it. Again, you don't have to post it if you don't want to. Just try it. It might work for you, like it works for me. So basically, in summary, creating keeps me sane. Making videos keeps me sane. It declutters my mind. It regulates my nervous system, allows me to not feel overloaded and on edge all the time from having too much in my head, even subconsciously. Allows me to get all my subconscious thoughts out. Allows me to know how I'm really feeling deep down, beyond the conscious sort of level of filtering information, because a lot of things happen in our subconscious brain. A lot of things, like more than we realize in our conscious brain. So one way to dig it up is freely make videos and talk and let my subconscious vomit everything out. Yeah, that's all I had for this video. Thank you for watching, folks. Again, I hope this video helped at least one person out there. If it did, then I'm happy. Even if you get some food for thought from it, some encouragement, you feel something wholesome, positive after, I'm happy. Thanks for watching. It's getting late. I'm gonna rest now, and I will see you all in the next one.